completely different from what we've seen on the NYSCC. And immediately Paper Rex coming out of the window. Tebotol getting taken down on the Forsaken as well. And Boom Esports meeting Paper Rex in pitch combat. Dividal getting one there. 2v3 scenario. And in the blink of an eye, 5 eradicated from both sides.
The dust settles, but it's still Boom who has an advantage here, Dax. Comes down to that 3v2. This 5-man fall, 5 still stand. Which way? Won't be really a problem, but he was walking into the hands here of Paper Rex. Just shred him down. Goes for the risky play towards window. The Dax, because of how close the angles really are. Prowler out, but it doesn't really find anybody. They are wary of this position by BlazeKing, who's giving himself away, and Jing's going to confirm that kill. They can continue to press the issue, but with that smoke, that dark cover being placed on here, now they have to rotate. Holding off the flank, though, you can see. Flip jitter. Oh. Exactly. He gets a double. The collateral, 2 birds, a single stone thrown. But Forsaken finds his way right behind him. They have no real idea where he's positioned himself. Could find the kill, and that he does on the opposing chamber here. And Benkai's holding off the flank. Good for one. Could find a second, and that he does. Neon lights all around, but it's Frostmind here who needs to have these ice-cold veins and nerves here. Is honestly, dude, go for it. He has the opportunity. He spied Devi out, and that gives information away. 2 chamber as well. It's Devi clean
for them to get towards the angle itself. Forsaken now, another angle over onto Tebotol. So PRX not really as hasty compared to what we usually see from them. They're a very fast, aggressive team, but they're just looking for the picks as much as possible. Jing, though, blowing up Frostbite into the corner, and fly high, Jing, because you will be able to get the death over onto Berserks there. Also have the Nebula in the way. Correct. There's a good setup towards the sea.
It's perfect playing grounds for a raise of his caliber. Nightfall connects. They're haunted by it, and be wary of the nightmare that's coming around the corner. Here comes out the showstopper. Kill from that. They can't even find a second as it goes to Jing. Once more, opening up the site. And we talked about how his raise is so potent, especially on a map that can enable him like this, and that he does.
Here for Boom Esports, as there we have it. The Cosmic Divide into play. They're so hesitant right now. Are they going to go for the Rolling Thunder? They were looking to plan it out for that 5v5, but Forsaken throwing a wrench in those plans. And Benkai over onto the corner yet again. 2 for Benkai already, but Berserks, a great idea! Through the wall, defusing under the noses of Paper Rex! And assuming that this link is clear. It's dangerous right now, but BlazeKing, does he have a semblance of the idea? There we have the stars though being set on up, and Forsaken time to fight with the push anyway. Flipshitter with the third though, already after the scan there. Benkai goes down. It's 4v3 in this situation. Tebotol, though, on the opposite end. Paper Rex trying to establish even more of a foothold, but Tebotol will throw those feet away, the shoes right now, off the wall. And here we have it with the Rolling Thunder. Boom Esports going on in. Divide inside the smoke and trying to play from short with the staff. Berserk, though, ready with the pulses yet again. Mindfreak, though, out in the open, wins out the duel anyway. The fault line is there for the setup. Boom Esports going for the defuse at the same time. Frostbite, though, getting away with it. And here we go again before the fight even ends. It's Paper Rex can get. And it's something Boom Esports realize they can exploit, especially with Flipshitter having pretty much the game of his life. 2 already here for Flips. Yet again, he's just absolutely on point. A machine on the chamber, getting 3 Forsaken. Finally shutting him down, but the damage has been done, and look who's coming here for the rest of Boom. BlazeKing from the short angle, surprising Forsaken, and Mindfreak right now. His brain has been blown off by Tebotol. Boom Esports taking the lead. This vintage form from Boom coming back when they need to the most.
Looking great here, and even the composition that they bring to the table to have that neon, not just Boom, but pretty much any team that you'll find him on. Paper Rex 5v4 heavily in their favor, but this could all be swung away. That wall is going to be so big. It's Neon allows him to control that default spot, but Benkai quick on the trade as Berserks finds one. Not much found for as that all connects. Tebotol does get the trade. 3v3, they fall in back. They know they have to concede this round. Can't be one they're going to fight on over. Too difficult and too tight for them to continue to contest for. And that's Boom Esports giving this round to Paper Rex. 5-5. Things have been tied up, Dax.
Yeah, Paper Rex, so once they get to the finish line of putting that spike down, it's already their lap over control.
That's what they're going to try and do here towards this B side from Jing from up above. Boosts himself into a kill. BlazeKing, though, uses that same opportunity to try and get a trade off. This time, getting revenge. Thrown out here, the Aldron connects, and he's going to be held back by that gravity well, but whatever they try and do to stop him in his tracks, he stays alive. Berserk gets that kill on the opposing end. Here comes out the relay boss, and on the swing, Flipshitter as well. Chimes into the fight. 1v3. Forsaken isolated on the back of the site. He's able to try and get these 1v1s going his way. Things could work on out, but he's found himself wrapped around here towards A-Link. Gets one, anticipates the swing of Berserks, but it doesn't give it to him. He can go for the defuse, at least half it right now, as Forsaken trapped between a rock and a hard place, as Flip Shadur only needs to land.
Deal a victorious round here for Boom Esports.
Good sees there, coming from Divide to try and help Jing out, fall on back, but he's a flashpoint. They peek it. Divide finds that opening kill. Another flash to come out here, but still everything going his way. Divide finds the third. A new Divide created here on the A-Link. 1v2. Frostmind has his ultimate. Can go into the shadows to find his repositioning. But Forsaken pulls out. What a quick draw. And really high expectations of this. It can have great results, especially those slow orbs that you see. Forsaken opening pick. The nade will force Stebatol off the plan for the meantime, but he's getting tagged up. Quite hurt, actually. The Haunt will confirm his suspicions and on the swing. Divide doesn't even get the kill on Frostmind because Bankai is there to back him on up and finds the third. Second, rather, as Divide cleaning up house. It's all his this time around. And he gets the two to end this adieu. 7-6. Paper Rex open up with another pistol.
Yeah, Divide basically saved Paper Rex's bait.
As of the moment, I don't think Bankai is going to peek out of the garage to really try and catch him on. Now, if he does, but maybe a second too late. Nightfall connects. I don't know he's from behind, but Bankai on that flank. He's really delaying way too much time here. Jing, Mind Freak, everybody falling, but Berserk's last one to stand, but not for too long, as Mind Freak goes in that rotation. But no, they're going to go here towards the B side. They know they have control of it. And Flip Jitter. Oh, Trigger Discipline does get that second kill, rather that first kill of this site, but the second of the round. Now that gives here a full plan towards the Boom Esports side.
Oh, I'm loving the positions right now for Boom, and perfectly timed by Blaze King to keep an eye out on the left angle. Now then, from the lobby, Forsaken with the opnip, perhaps it could have been towards C, but instead Boom Esports sticking the hounds over to that A site instead. Frostbite now with the plant. Here we go yet again with the Steves into the paint shells, but we have the Shrouded Step to get the hell away, and Berserk's on the board versus Jing. Paper Rex could not capitalize. The reload is there though. Berserk's losing his life, but Frostbite is ready for the trade anyway. 3v2 scenario. Divide the only one left, and Boom Esports one more time. Understanding what was coming their way, the onslaught was approaching, and Boom Esports removing, well, the threats as soon as possible. Should be another round here for Boom. Too low on the HP for Divide, and as Paper X was able to control it.
I still think it was a worthwhile gambit here for Boom to take, even if it doesn't work on out. Especially with Mind Freak playing on the back of the site towards the Gong. He suddenly reached a bell he was not expecting, but Jing, opening kill, quickly traded out by Berserks here. Going mad he can. Forsaken quick on the trade, but so is Frostmind. He now knows. Back to the site here. Mind Freak. Oh no, flubs a shot. Not for long though. Information given away. Can get helped here by Bankai, but Blaze King all alone. 1v3. The Hunter with his bow, but with a gun. He says, this round is not yet done. 1v3. Has a notion that Divide could be on the flank. The timing doesn't work out for him.
Boom Esports now deciding to just go for commitment this time. Can they actually get on through to the other side? Jing though and Forsaken. Here we go yet again. The dynamic duo starting things off. Here Paper Rex even getting 4 overall. And Frostmind the only one left. Every line has been drawn by Paper Rex. And whether too short and long, this split has been absolutely decimated. Paper X now on is in a different manner. All they need to do are hold the angles, and they have the aim and the time to get away with it. And it's time right now for Jing to get his revenge on the rest of Boom. Forsaken though, waiting one more for Pixel Peak. And Blaze King almost seen with the cape. Tevatol though, a nice wide swing to just get the hell away from that one. And as it stands, it's Berserks through the window, but look who's coming. Boom's way. Forsaken is not done, and you are never ready for Forsaken. Jing on the board too. Tevatol though, just clanking these bottles. Frostmind on the board, and Frostmind will be dead. A-side Paper X, a quick take over to the objective, but look at Boom Esports seeding it to get controls of the hull instead. This forces Paper X to actually play on site itself, and perhaps reinforcements from Job Fusader. A quick warning shot, and the rest of Boom coming into play.
But look how far the rest of Paper Rex are. They got 2 players way off of the site. Make that 3, but Jing and Forsaken, they've got it locked down. All alone, they don't need no help here. Really coming from the rest of the PRX squad. Forsaken, incredible shots he's landing one after the other. Blaze King and Frostman will finally address him. The plant on the second floor. It's gonna be so hard to try and deny, but wait, they can use this. There's no real way, but lineups are perfect here coming from Mind Freak. They concede to play that post plan because they've got the aftershock as well to be able to just deny the...
Coming away from Tebatol, but the Ass lane is there. Tebatol, though, ambitiously enough, getting in the middle of all of that. And Forsaken now gonna go on down, but as it stands, Jing finally flips to their site yet again, cleared out here by Paper Rex. It's 4v4, but look on the lurk. It's the Vi waiting, but unfortunately cannot hit the shots. Boom now, a chance to make it towards the site.
A bit of a whiff, but Mind Freak, he's not going to miss that shot. Not this time around. Flash on out, Peaks not with it, but Benkai's there to try and support him. They're going to both and try to address him. They know where he is. Actually, they don't. They're guessing, searching for a way. Blaze King does eventually go down. The defuse will be stuck. No, half only! Jin keeps him at bay. Can still go for this, but they're not within range to deny him! Tebatol! No way that Mind Freak gets this. No lineup for you this time, good sir.
Or is that a site, but the Viper wall is in play. Flips to the right behind this setup. And a game of patience, perhaps, to allow Boom to get the frags here.
By their time. Plant did not be put down because of that orbital strike correctly on time. And now they're going to use it to try and put pressure. Flipjitter walks into the orbital strike of his own teammate. Doesn't really do much damage to him, if at all. Left. Allows him to drop this spike here way out of the hands of Paper Rex. It's going to be hard to even retrieve this in the first place. This should be around towards Boom Esports to bring it 2-3, unless some incredible heroics and a few costly mistakes are given here by Boom Esports. Taken by Paper Rex. Benkai finds one, but only that one. Make that a second for him. They line up, but no good.
It's really here for Boom Esports, a way to reset the economic side, not just in the guns, but also in the ultimate advantage, if ever. But now the advantage goes over to Paper Rex as the Vi and Forsaken do get the takedown. Spike, though, has been left behind after the frag, courtesy of Boom, so at least the pace has been interrupted, but Jing is just not done. Paper Rex keeping up with the pressure, and while we have a flank here from Flipjitter, and he catches the Vi after the rendezvous. Goes his position, and look who's waiting, but Mind Freak cannot hit the shots. Flipjitter yet again, coated as can be. Tebatol now with the Rolling Thunder, giving the advantage back towards Boom Esports. But we have now the overdrive, and unfortunately it is stuck into that first gear. Tebatol with the takedown. Flipjitter already getting the defuse on, and here comes Tebatol.
Stunned from the Rolling Thunder and flashed afterwards. Berserk going for aggression, ambition, but shut down immediately by Forsaken. 2 opening picks on the site. Frostmind will keep him in check for the meantime. Doesn't let them get too out of hand, but looking to contest. Benkai will win both of those spikes.
Really? From the play-ins was much needed by Boom just to get back into the foreman. Oh my! Flipjitter! Shish kebabbing 2 there for Sake.
Yeah, that's a round here conceded, given up to Boom Esports. And it all really came as soon as Flipjitter found that double pick. So it's what is tried and true, well tested as well. Jing finding himself here all the way back. I'm not sure if he realizes how close Frostmind is, but so didn't Frostmind. The pick goes on to Tebatol as Paper Rex gets an opening kill, but the flank here could be huge. The double flank, it can be shut down from Benkai though. Finds one, finds a second unsuspecting victim here. B&B, Blaze King, and Berserks all going down. The plant early, rather the defuse early with his aftershock, and here comes a push now. Rolling Thunder out. Still Forsaken doesn't win that fight on Tebatol. Tebatol left with some HP to work with, and Blaze King gets a kill here on the Benkai. Things crumbling for Paper Rex, and we've seen that when they lose 2 important players early on in the round, they just struggle to get much going. They do get a plant here though, at the very least, which is a bit of a consolation, but the numbers advantage 2 in the favor of BME, but that's not true for long. Blaze King goes down. He can be res, but no one's within sight to be able to do that. 2v2 with Mind Freak down low. HP not favoring him, and Defy isolates the fight, but he's the one to go down to Frostmind here.
Oh, they found the contact a little too early towards the halls. Flipjitter though, seeing Mind Freak coming, and Frostmind is the one who just breaks his face.
He can find his timing. Things could be thrown for a scramble. You can see Paper Rex being wary of their flank. They know that, boom, they love to be cheeky with these angles. Mind Freak gets an opening pick here on a Frostmind. They can control this tower position with a shorty. Jin connects, and Benkai does as well. Flawless retake into 3v3. Everything going Paper Rex's way, and they start off the pistol here on the second half. There's B here. It's a big task to do, but on this A push, this B push rather, Paper Rex, Devi especially, he can get one and back on out. He gets that one, doesn't rendezvous, and allows him to get punished, really. Berserk's good on the trade. The Ghost in the mere hands here, Forsaken, not finding really much. Tebatol gets that trade on the Benkai. Things are crumbling here for Paper Rex. Jing on the swing, finds one, but that...
Utilities and a few positions from Paper Rex.
Benkai got Frenzy, a mere one, but Forsaken's the one to make opening contact. Doesn't have help though. This fault line needs to be thrown out, but a bit too late to the party it is. Showstopper out here. Benkai gets a trade with a Frenzy. He does have that fault line now coming from him. Is completely blind, and in that, the contour of his health just barrels down. Tebatal, quick trade on Devi. You can't really find much. And the small chances that Paper Rex had here, the tour de force, they're in time to really catch him on the cross. Almost does spot them out in a split second, but I think they have information as well on where he was.
They double swing this. Oh no! Mind Freak able to advancing towards that B side. Orbital Strike also to flush out any kind of tower defense, but a nice angle from Forsaken through the smokes. Catches it 10 foot tall for quite the surprise. Rolling down there now. The play retake is absolutely viable here for Paper Rex. Berserk though finding Forsaken. Mind Freak catching out two so far, but boom, they're stuck here by the tower, and there this dirty sea of green and find the prime target there in the middle. But the Vi doesn't hit the shot. Blaze King punishing immediately. Nice tap there. This is incredible to see Boom Esports so sharp on the shots versus Paper Rex. And while we have the time, again, it's just something I've really noticed. Paper Rex cannot play the full scramble because Boom in those scenarios can...
Round has been taken by Boom. Tie the score up.
Boom now in quite a tunnel and quite a predicament.
5v4. Operator in hands of Devi rings out, but doesn't really connect. Berserk who shuts down the ambition here for Forsaken to try and catch him in the off timing, but so does Jing. Retake coming on alive for Paper Rex, but Blaze King on that flank shows him why his kingdom was named after him himself. 3v3. Could be difficult to retake once again with that op, so they needed to find that early connection with it and really get a pick off while the plant was going on, because now that they've set, much more difficult. Frostbite gets a pick on Devi. There's going to be very, very much difficulty for them to try and flush this tower position out. The all-seeing eye way too high, and Jing gets taken down as
action. Rolling Thunder is available. They can do it by the underpass, and now the staircase is littered by Boom Esports and their footsteps. But Forsaken gets the 2 kills that he needs. Blaze King on the board for the trade. Jing right now with the final flipster there with Benkai. What are you doing there on the side? Is he okay? Is he just hiding? Apparently, it's lulling Berserks in a full sense of success and security. Mind Freak finding
Paper Rex to rotate off of this.
Forsaken though playing the waiting game, and as we look for blessings here for Boom Esports, Paper Rex right now contending in front. Berserk though can't even see where he's going, and Frostbite burning his own teammate down there in the end after the chip damage. The 5-finding flipster. Here comes Boom Esports dropping on down. Jump!
The operator comes out from Mind Freak and Devi. Lots of long-range capabilities, but Berserks, he brings the fight up close. He finds a Forsaken, but so does Jing on the Blaze King. Swing wide! And Benkai finds another as well as Jing finds a double in this round immediately. 3v2, but Jing even went blind! So potent! Berserks, last one left alive. 1v2, isolates the fight.
We've known, really, the eras of SEA of APAC have been defined by these kind of teams, and the Imperium of Paper Rex. Will it continue here? Berserks now towards the tower, the fast lane for the cover, but Benkai just lying in wait. And you just witness the greatness of Paper Rex yet again. In the end, they take the series.